Good morning, everyone. Today is the 7th day of Nissan. Don't forget to say the Nasi. We're on page 71 of the Chayena. We begin a new chapter, chapter 39. This chapter discusses the difference between serving Hashem with an intellectually stimulated love and awe versus a natural, instinctive one. In today's lesson, the realm of Yetzirah is primarily emotion. We'll discuss that a little bit. Whereas the realm of Bria is primarily intellectual. Intellectual being the higher level. Hence, angels reside in the former, while tzaddikim could rise even higher than the latter. Perek Lametes, chapter 39. The Alter Rebbe is going to explain that the angels who fear and love Hashem by their very nature are metaphorically called animals. Why? Because it's intrinsic, it's an automatic instinct for them to love and fear Hashem, whereas we have that obviously, but we also have the ability to use our intellect to reach a higher level of love and fear of Hashem. For this reason, the angels are called chayis, beasts, and behemoths, animals. As we just quoted the pasuk, an angel with the face of a lion is to the right of the divine chariot, and the face of an ox is on the left. Why? Angels do not have free choice. Just like animals, they do exactly how they are bred and born. They eat, they sleep, whatever it is that they're doing. If the angels are praising God, it's because that's the way they were created. They don't have free choice to do evil the way we do. You say that their awe and love of Hashem is natural. It's part of their nature, as explained there. And therefore the tzaddikim, as we mentioned, on a higher level than them, the angels, the abode where the neshamas of tzaddikim come from is in the world of Bria creation, whereas the abode of angels come from the world of Yetzirah, which is Yetzirah loosely translated as formation. In the footnote, the Alter Rebbe says here, "V'hainu v'stam malachim, aber yesh malachim elyonim ba'olam habriya shavadasam v'dechilu rechimu sichliim." This is the ordinary angels. There are higher angels who serve Hashem with an intellect of love and fear. Okay, so there are certainly exceptions to the rule. There explains that there are two kinds of holy angels. Ones that generally speaking are instinctive by nature, and also those that are intellectual by nature. However that plays out, I don't know. Okay, the Alter Rebbe now explains how intellectually created love and fear are related to Bria, and instinctive love and fear to Yetzirah. So intellectual is from Bria, and instinctive is from Yetzirah. The following explains the difference between Bria and Yetzirah. In Yetzirah, only the midas of the Ein Sof, the blessed Ein Sof, the light of Hashem, radiates, meaning only the sphere of chesed, of kindness, and gvura, meaning the love of Hashem corresponding to chesed. When it comes to dread and fear and awe of Hashem corresponding to gvura, and so on, etc., which is included in the other four midas. Is the shis svirin mekaninin b'yitzirah. It's written in Tikkun Zohar Neitz Chaim that the six midas, meaning the six midas from Chesed through Yisod, Chesed, Gvura, Tiferes, Netzach, Chayid, Yisod, those six nest in the world of Yetzirah. Okay, give you a little explanation here. Try to go through this as quick as possible. There are 4 partsufim. Hey, good morning. There are 4 partsufim. What's a partsuf? Here it's loosely translated as a countenance. 4 chambers of the spheres of Atzilus, the world of emanation, which radiates in the 4 worlds: Atzilus, Bria, Yetzira, and Asiya. 1 partsuf predominates in each world, representing Hashem in that world. These partsufim are, let's do, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, and C, and D. Chachma, wisdom; Bina, understanding; C, Zer Anpin, the small images of, for example, the 6 midas; and D, Malchus, sovereignty. So in Atzilus, Chachma is the dominant parts of Atzilus is thus. So we have the 4 Atzilus, Bria, Yetzir, and Asiya, and then we have over there Chachma, Bina, Zeir Anpin, and Malchus. Interesting. So in Atzilus, Chachma is the dominant parts of Atzilus is thus pervaded with an atmosphere of utter bittul, self-nullification before Hashem. For Chachma, the dominant influence in that world represents that perception that Ein Sof, Hashem, is one and there's nothing besides him, as we discussed in chapter 35. In Bria, also called the world of the throne. In Bria, Bina, as I was saying before, Atzilus Chachma, Bria, Bina. Bina is the dominant parts of Bria, is therefore a world of intellect. The souls and angels of Bria are distinguished by superior intellect and an appreciation of godliness. When you just have a natural instinct, you just follow where your heart brings you. But when you have an intellectual appreciation of Hashem, that can bring you higher and higher and higher and higher. Then we have Yetzirah. As we work our way down, Yetzirah is dominated by the 6 midas, which together constitute the parts of Zeir Anpin. So the 6 midas, that's the world of emotions. Midas are emotions. The creation and the creatures of Yetzirah serve Hashem with great emotional intensity. Not intellectual, but emotional. And Asiya is the lowest level. And that's Malchus. It's dominated by the parts of a Malchus. Hashem's attribute of sovereignty evokes subservience in his subjects. Therefore, in the service of Hashem, in this world, our world, all we do is Nasav and Nishma. We accept the yoke of heaven, whatever it is. Oftentimes, we don't even know how to serve with emotion. We don't know how to serve with intellect. We just do whatever Hashem tells us to do. That's our world of Asiya. So now we return to the subject that Midas are the dominant influence in Yetzirah. That's the service of the angels. And especially those in Yetzirah, as mentioned above, there's some higher angels. But the ones in Yetzirah are constantly, day and night, standing in fear of Hashem. V'hainu, kol machne Gavriel, shemehasmel, this refers to the entire host of angels under Gavriel, which is on the left. Left represents Gvura, which is fear and awe, and therefore all of these angels stand in constant fear of Hashem. Without an intellectual approach, and without a Nasav Nishma approach, they are more of the effect of the approach of just fear, and that's their instinct. Like certain animals, they have natural fears. We were talking the other day. They fear predators. Why? How do they know that predator is going to eat them? They just know instinctually that's going to happen. Fear of fire, fear of being hungry. They're always looking for more food. So Gavriel is Gevura, and the angels under the host of Michael is love. Ahavas Hashem. They stand in constant adoration of Hashem, corresponding to the midah of Chesed, which is, generally speaking, the right side. Because midah constitute the dominant parts of Yetzirah, the service of the creatures of Yetzirah consist of emotion, as we just mentioned, whether it's Ava and Yira. In the world of Bria, is one step higher than Yetzirah. Over there radiates Chachma, bina, das, knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Hashem, that's where we use our seichel. That's a deeper understanding, which are the source of the midas. Consider their mother and root. The ema, ilah, mikanana, bislas, sfiron, bechursia, shu elam abriya. So it's written in Tikkun Isaiah that the Ima, Ilah, the supernal mother, meaning the Sfira of Bina, described as mother in the world of Atzilus, nest, and radiates in the throne, meaning in the world of Bria with the three spheres of Chachma Bin Adas. L'chein hu midai nishmas hatzdikim oivdei Hashem dichil irchimu m'shoches min habina v'das t'gidol Ein Sof Baruch Hu. Because these three spheres, Chachma Bin Adas of the Ein Sof, radiate in the world of Bria, and it's therefore the abode of the souls of tzaddikim who serve Hashem with love and fear that stem from understanding. So they, of course, they serve Hashem with love and fear, but it's not a natural love and fear that they're just doing it like an animal fears something, but they're doing it from the knowledge, from the standpoint of knowledge and understanding of God's greatness. And the greater tzaddik, and the more they excel, the more they understand, and the higher they get. This is called the heart's desire. That's what this love is called, as mentioned above. And this transcends, this intellectual approach transcends the emotional approach. From this Ru'usa Deliba, this heart's desire, a garment is formed for the soul in the world of Bria. Which is in the higher Garden of Eden, the Gan Eden, as will be discussed further, as we're going to discuss the higher Gan Eden and the lower Gan Eden, which is in Yitzira, and the higher Gan Eden, which is in Bria. Okay, so obviously this is deep, esoteric, powerful, but there are many heavenly realms, that of angels, that of righteous men, their souls. And ultimately, the heart and the soul that we put into action will determine the spiritual effect that will happen to the physical when performing the mitzvah. So when we do a mitzvah, when we approach doing a mitzvah, and putting out full and giving tzedakah, and we learned this, we talk about this in shul sometimes, when you give tzedakah, you just throw it in, or you could think first, and use your intellect and wisdom and knowledge, and say, I'm connecting to Hashem through this amazing mitzvah of giving away what's mine to someone less fortunate. So when you do something through a natural love, great, okay, that's fine. That's an emotional approach, and that's fine, but it's limited. When you do something through an intellectual approach, and you think, how great is Hashem? How incredible is my ability to connect with Him? You could take that emotion, the love and the fear of Hashem, and go to a much, much higher level. But either way, we got to do the mitzvah because I'm So tefillin, kosher, brachas, give tzedakah, sell your chametz. It's not a mitzvah; it's a tradition, but we should still do it as it's connected to the mitzvah of ba'yirah, ba'yimatzah, that you shouldn't find or see any chametz in your home on Pesach. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem.